All right, we are about to break down a time management framework from entrepreneur Cody Sanchez. And this is all designed to get you thinking and, more importantly, acting like a top 1% CEO. Because look, the goal isn't just to be busy, right? It's to be truly, deeply effective. So it all starts with this number, 86,400. Every single one of us gets the exact same amount of seconds each day. It really is the great equalizer. You, me, Elon Musk, we're all playing with the same amount of time. And that right there is the million-dollar question. If we all start with the same 86,400 seconds, why do some people build absolute empires while the rest of us feel like we're just spinning our wheels? Well, the answer isn't what you think. Yeah, you can forget all that typical productivity porn. The cold plunges, the super intense 5 a.m. workouts. According to Cody Sanchez, a lot of that is just performing. It's looking busy for the sake of it, not creating real, valuable output. We're going to dive into a totally different system. Okay, first things first, this is a fundamental mind shift. The most successful day you can possibly have doesn't actually begin when your alarm goes off. Nope, it begins the night before. So what you're looking at here is the basic choice we all make every single day. Over on the left, you've got the reactive day. This is when you wake up, you grab your phone, and bam, your entire day is immediately hijacked by other people's emergencies. But on the right, you've got the intentional day. You wake up already knowing exactly what your most important task is, because you decided on it the night before, when your head was clear. And this gets to a really critical distinction. A to-do list? That's just a wish list. It's a brain dump of everything you could possibly do. But a priority list, that's a plan. It forces you to make the hard adult decision and ask, what is the one thing that will actually move the needle tomorrow? Of course, a huge part of winning the day before is getting actual quality sleep. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? When you're running on fumes, your brain's ability to make good judgments just tanks. You might feel like you're being a hero and pushing through, but the quality of your decisions is basically drunk driving. So how do you actually get that crucial sleep? Well, you need what Cody calls a wind-down runway. Think about it. You can't go from 90 miles an hour to a dead stop. You need a transition period, a routine that signals to your body and your brain that, hey, the day's over, it's time to recover. Because you got to remember, rest isn't the opposite of work. It's a vital part of the work. Okay, so you've planned your night, you wake up, you're rested, you have a clear priority. Now what? Well, the second principle is all about protecting your time to actually execute that plan. And that means treating your morning like the most valuable asset you own. And listen, this isn't some crazy hour-long ritual. It's a really simple sequence designed for focus. 1, get some sunlight on your face. It's a free reset for your internal clock. 2, make your bed. It's a tiny win that starts a chain reaction. 3, journal, but not about your feelings, journal about your plan for the day. And 4, this one is absolutely crucial. Do not open your email or Slack. The second you do, you've just given away your sharpest, most creative hours to somebody else's agenda. This quote just frames it perfectly. Think of those first few hours of your day as the most expensive real estate on your calendar. It's prime property. Your brain is sharp, your willpower is high. You wouldn't just give away your most valuable assets for free, would you? So why do we do it with our most valuable time? The reason you protect that time so fiercely is for this, deep work. This is the stuff that actually matters. The strategy, the creation, the hard problem solving that builds your future. As the day wears on, decision fatigue kicks in, and this kind of work becomes nearly impossible. You have to do it first. And to do that, you have to be honest about what kind of work you're actually doing. So use this table as a filter for your tasks. Are you doing leverage work that builds the future? Is it support work that just keeps the lights on? Or is it just noise, busy work that's actively stealing from your future? Those precious peak hours are for leverage work, period. Okay, so you've planned your day. You've protected your deep work time. But even the world's best plan can be totally derailed by one thing: other people. So our third principle is all about optimizing those interactions that can just suck your time and focus dry. So I want you to think about this for a second. What's a simple, seemingly innocent little question that you probably hear every single day, but that costs an unbelievable amount of productivity? There it is. Got a minute? Sounds so harmless, right? But it's a focus killer. It never, ever costs just 1 minute. With the time it takes to switch contexts and then get back into the zone, it's always at least a 20-minute hit to your deep work. Now, the solution isn't to be a jerk. It's to build a system. You just have to train your team that you're not always immediately available. Ask them to send a quick video or a message first. You know what? 9 times out of 10, that solves the problem right there. If not, then you schedule a specific time to talk. It's not about avoiding people, it's about respecting everyone's time. And hey, when you do actually need that meeting, try taking it on the move. Get this, a Stanford study found that walking can boost creative output by over 80%. I mean, Steve Jobs was famous for his walking meetings for a reason. It just changes the whole vibe and gets better ideas flowing. All right, we've arrived at the final, and maybe the most important piece of this entire puzzle. All these daily habits are great, but they need a system to guide them, an operating system that ties it all together and makes sure you're actually pointed in the right direction. Because let's be real for a second, all the productivity hacks in the world are completely useless if you don't know where you're going. You can be incredibly efficient at climbing a ladder that's leaning against the completely wrong wall. This last step is about making sure your ladder is on the right wall. And we do that with something called the GPS check. Think of it just like a GPS in your car. It tells you exactly where you are so you can course correct to get to your destination. It's a simple, brutally honest, weekly review of your time. And the process is so simple. First, just pull up last week's calendar. Second, code every single event. Was this driving revenue? Growth? Was it high leverage work? Or was it just noise? Third, compare the results to what you said your goals were. And the key here is no judgment. It's just data. And finally, you correct. You see where you went off course and you make a better plan for the week ahead. And really think about that for a second. Spending just 1 hour to make the other 40 or 50 hours of your week more effective? I mean, that is an insane return on your investment. This little audit is the ultimate leverage activity because it directs everything else you do. So let's just end on this thought. Your calendar is a brutally honest mirror. It doesn't lie. It shows who you actually are, not the person you say you want to be. It's a record of your true priorities.